made lumpia today. This is turkey lumpia. At Marva King here today, she wanted to try the lumpia. So after I got off making dessert, I went and make the lumpia. So I'm gonna fry it, okay? So I have oils already burning. So it's not quite ready yet. So I'm gonna wait for a minute. So how are we doing? Welcome. I'm gonna fry out here because it's nice and cool, and I don't want the house to fill up with the smell of turkey and the garlic and the onions. Though it does smell good, but simple lumpia today, okay, no fanciness. I have turkey today, no shrimp. All I put in here, which is basic ingredients, I have carrots, garlic, onions, cabbage, and cellophane noodles. That's always it. That's always. Welcome. It's good to see you. Hey. I made lumpia. After I made dessert today, I went to make lumpia. So turkey lumpia. Okay, so it was rolls in a basic roll. So I'm frying out here in the backyard because what happened was that I just wanted to have the house free of food smell. Nothing wrong with smelling the food, right? But then sometimes we cook every day and the kitchen started to smell like food. Have you ever experienced that? So to have something like this, all you need to do is just get the cellophane refill in that big tank and connect to this fryer. So these have multifunction. It has stovetop and the grill. Yesterday I grilled my filet mignon, which was pretty good. I did try the meat. I tried the couscous and the saute what do you have? Asparagus and potatoes, and the couscous was so awesome. So I'm gonna start using couscous more, substituting for noodles and white rice, or we can start cooking whole grain rice, okay? Because whole grain rice are good for us. It's really good for people with diabetes because whole grain considered complex carbs. It's digests slowly, it releases it carb slowly. So that's why the doctors always recommend people with diabetes have whole grain. Right.
They keep the bugs away from you on the light. Yes.
Well, thank you, love. If it come near me with the heat, that would be good.
No, I'm gonna light the incense.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no bugs will bother you.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. You know.
That's very nice.
Yeah. You know, keep them away.
Thank you.
Mosquitoes are little pesky buddies.
I haven't seen one come around yet. Maybe they're not used to
They
having
small.
one.
They don't make sounds no more.
Oh.
Yeah, they don't make sounds no more.
Maybe they are AI.
No. You're funny.
Because AI about everything now, so
Mm-hmm.
I
Just to
assume
keep them
that
away.
it'll be AI.
You got your internet's working?
on iPad only.
Oh,
For
okay.
some reason, the iPad worked. But
I don't know,
then
the phone, maybe something to do with the Western with the phone or something.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you put it right here closer?
No, put it here.
Thank you. Keep all the bloodsucker away.
Yeah, keep any kind of anything. That shouldn't be there.
So I'm using different kind of, because I'm making lumpia today, so I have the lumpia wrap. So lumpia wrap is a little bit different than the regular Chinese or Vietnamese rice wrap, kind of rice wrap pastry. It's it's different because this right here. It had a yellow coloring to it. I think it's either color paste or make with eggs, which is something I need to find out because if it make with eggs and I'm allergic to those things. So like I was saying that having this portable grill that has multi capacity, here it has stove top which allows us to cook and allow us to grill, allow us to what else we can do with this? We can barbecue, we can grill, we can smoke, we can cook on it. And yesterday I cooked on this and this here. So that was it was really good. Today, recording artist Stone Paxton in the company of Marva King. So she's working on her music. With Stone Paxton. So she came here a few times already. I never gotten to cook for her because she's so busy with recording her music, and of course she's watching her weight, so she doesn't really eat anything but the food on her menus. And so today, but she asked for lumpia. So I think she said she has Asian egg rolls before, but I think lumpia would be the closest item that I can produce for her. She's not Philippine descent. She's check out on Marva King. Marva King, she's an artist. She was a former backup singer for Prince, and if I remember correctly, also for Stevie Wonder, I think, if I can remember correctly. But Marva King, she's here in the studio. I heard her new song that she's working on. So they're working on developing the lyric for the track that was produced by another producer. She was here since 2:30, so she's been here about 3 hours now, working on the track that she's doing. So she said she's gonna try the lumpia. So with the lumpia is that it has a little bubbling. So the difference between the lumpia wrap and the egg roll wrap is that lumpia had that little bubbling effect on the pastry, which is fine. Okay, I mean, because I don't know. I think the difference is that they one make out of is that rice flours. This I think this make out of rice flour also, but it looks like it's blending of eggs or yeast, or not yeast, corn because it's yellowish. Or it could be food coloring too, but I find out when I eat these when I started having my allergy, and then I know for sure that it might be eggs in it. Okay, so I'm just doing regular lumpia rolling. And so how I did with that is that I cut the lumpia on this size here, so it's about 2 inches, and cut across, and then I also cut about maybe an inch of another strip, and I placed like a cross here. So this would be the rolling part. So I fold both of the smaller pastry inward after I put the meat in, and just roll, and it gives this beautiful end right here. Okay, so that's another way of folding lumpia or egg rolls. If you have another way of rolling it, I was gonna do a fancy one. You know, I mean, it's getting later in the evening because I was making a dessert earlier. I made a snap cheesecake earlier. It's in the fridge. I will check on it if it's ready, because it took me about an hour doing the lumpia, wrapping and put together the whole meats. I use only turkey meat only because I couldn't. Well, she wanted turkey meat on the lumpia, so typically the Filipino people prefer pork. Last time when I had my lumpia, it was made out of pork meat. It was pretty good. So what I did with my own recipe here is that I combined about a pound of ground turkey, and I used 1 whole medium onions and some garlic, and I have 1 big carrot and half of the cabbage, and 2 rolls of the celery noodles or clear noodles. Okay, and in combined I add about a teaspoon of sugars to give it a little tinge, and then 1 tablespoon of chicken bouillon, and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt and pepper. I mean, not salt and pepper. That's it. That was nothing else in this egg roll here. So I know people have all kind of food allergy, and sometimes when we minimize all the other ingredients, it allows us to enjoy food without having to deal with food allergy and worried about food allergy. You know, and then I have already made the I have 2 ripened avocados about that size, so I think it's small. Ripened avocado, and I blend it with Caesar salad dressing, and just blend it. That would be the dip for this lumpia here. Or it go better with sweet and sour sauce. You know, I mean, I'm trying to minimize, make it easy for you guys. That you don't have to have sweet and sour sauce to eat your lumpia or your egg rolls or your Asian food in general. You know, I mean, you can substitute with a lot of other food product. You know, I'm fine with that. So I'm fine with going about beyond and create recipe that are not typical recipe. You know, because being mindful, because I know in a lot of Vietnamese and Chinese cooking, there's a lot of peanut in it. You know, I mean, for sure that in the Vietnamese cuisine there's a lot of peanut in it, which I can't have. So when I do cook Vietnamese food, so I always modify the version without peanut, without peanut butter. Typically, if you have tried the peanut butter sauce, it was so good. You know, it was so creamy, but but too bad I can't have it. I used to enjoy it before I found out that I'm allergic to peanut. So after before I was diagnosed with all the food allergy, I suffer a big deal because the food allergy, it does not kill me, but then it causes severe irritation. Some of the food allergy can like cause the tightness into this area here, your windpipe, and then a lot of allergy, a lot of headache, a lot of sinus and sneezing and itching and swollen, and not until in my 50s when I finally said, oh, I need to figure out why I'm feeling crazy like this. Oh, it was something else that came up. I ended up in the emergency room, so they referred me to the allergist, and they did the allergy test, and the whole of my back was like itching so crazily because there's so many things that I'm allergic to, and so they inject the solution to, like the eggs and all the food products, the dog and the cat. So when they're done with it, my back was swollen badly, and they have to give me injection to be comfortable with, because I did not cook my meat in advance. Normally I would cook the meat before I wrap. Okay, it's just easier to do that because it's cook easier, cook faster. With this right here, it's gonna take a little bit longer because the turkey meat was raw, and the vegetables raw also. I don't mind about the vegetable being raw, but the turkey is raw, and then it takes a little bit of time to fry it. Okay, so far it's looking really good. Okay, but I'll let it cook a few more minutes to get the texture that I want, which is the golden brown. Okay. So how are we doing? Are we doing okay? You're welcome to comment on here, or unless you just wanted to take it easy and relax and enjoy your evening. I heard my neighbors scraping their dishes. I think they're doing dishes or they're eating the dinner. The reason I'm doing the backyard cooking because the weather is nice. I mean, I could have do this all summer long, but then Las Vegas is not a place to be outdoor when it's 100-degree plus. Sometimes we get to about 120 degrees. That's I plant diet. You see that we have this orange tree here. It was neglected for a little bit, and so I see that it's withered badly, and I know the root probably still okay, but I probably have to bring the shear and clip it off. So the thing about Las Vegas is that it gets extremely hot because it's though we in this. So Las Vegas is like a bowl, okay? So surrounded by Rocky Mountain. So we at the bottom of the lake here. So I don't know. This lake is dry 1,000 years, 500 years ago. I don't know. I don't know the history of the geographic boundary. So I just know that we are in like in a bowl shape. So like I'm down here because this mountain surrounded. So it's a desert. It's a desert. We get a lot of dust storm. You know, sorry, I get a lot of dust storm because that's all we get. So we get some rain. It was raining a few days ago. So I here go some of the lumpia is done. Oh, this is done. So it's golden brown. See it? So I'm gonna lay it. I'm gonna place it this way so that way the oil will drain. Okay. I don't put on napkin because I don't trust the process of napkin too much. I don't know what's napkin made out of. So I'm gonna go ahead and add a few more. This strip, this round right here, I might get a little drag because there's some brown part. I mean, the brownish is on the bottom of the pan. Okay, so there we go. So, like I said, the difference between lumpias and the Asian egg rolls is the textures. Okay, so if you get the lumpia wrap, it had a little bump like that, which is fine. Okay, because when we fried it, it going through the process of air pocket, so it creates this little bumpy, lumpy kind of feature, which is nice. I like it. I like the lumpy, bumpy, which we don't get with the regular egg roll wrap pastry. Okay, so I'm gonna let it cool down before I serve. I already have my avocado dip done in the fridge, so I'm gonna let this patch done and I can serve. Okay. So I didn't make that many. I probably have about 30 the most. Yeah. I got two, well, I think probably more than 30. So I have. So let's see. Go back out. 33 out of one lumpia package. So I think there's about 15 pastry. So I cut it into half, and then I also cut it into a small straight in the middle to cover this part right here. So I cut two pieces, get the big piece and the small piece, and then I lay it like cross, and I put my meat right in that little cross, and I flap it over, and then I flap the. You know how to make lumpia, right? I mean, if you're not, I can come back on here and do it. I still have the meat, the fillings. Okay, I can do that tomorrow. But tonight, I'm done wrapping for tonight because it's late for dinner times, and because it's late already, I just wanted to serve. All right, let me try the lumpia. Isn't that beautiful? I think it's beautiful. Look at that. And it's in a perfect rolling. You know that I like beautiful food, right? So, you know, I would like a fancy rolling, but then this is good for lumpia. Oh. Mm. It's good. It's a little bit different than I think I will I would fry it for another few minutes. I think I like it extra crunchy because it had multiple layer of the wrap. My neighbors is loud. But the part here is crunchy. Well, I like the crunchiness of it, but I think it needs to be a little bit crunchier. Put it back in here while I do another minute of frying. Because like I said, this is the first time I'm using lumpia, so I don't know what to expect. Okay. I think lumpia is good. Okay, like I said, this is the first time I'm using the lumpia wrap pastry. I'm so accustomed to the Asian wrap pastry, so it's the textures is different. So I can tell you that if I so from now on and up, I think I would go with the Asian wrap pastry. I think it's crunchier, it's crispier. Okay, I mean here it has the out layer. It's a little hard. I think so. It's not bad, but it is different. It wasn't the same texture as the Asian wrap. Or maybe I didn't do it right. I'm not sure which case, but then that's why I was at this Filipino my daughter boyfriend house, and they just had a cookout the other day, and he showed me how to do the lumpia. Okay, so I like hers. It turned out probably about the same. I didn't have it hot like from the stove. Her was like already softened because she's been cooking a while, and it was so the out layer was still crispy, but the in layer was soft and tender. I think that's what I was tasting. So what is your experience with Asian egg rolls and the lumpia? Have you tried the different? Have you even know if there's a difference in them? So, because I cook egg roll regularly, so I can tell you that there's a big difference in these pastry here. Okay, so I would, like I said, it's my first time using the lumpia, but if I were to have a choice again, I would do with the Asian wrap. The Chinese brand or Japanese brand is fine. Nothing's against it. I just like the texture better. They are more crunchier and crispier, and I think that's a difference. I know it's gonna soak way up even more because I refried this. So I'm gonna do a minute or so more. I want oil dripping all over. So it's a little bit darker color. I think that's what we need, is to allow the lumpia to cook a little bit longer to get that beautiful crispiness, the delicious crispiness. My sweetheart was concerned about mosquito back here. I don't know if mosquito like sage or not. If they do, they be coming over and say, "Hey, let's go bite Chef Anna. She's outside cooking." So what you guys experience with Asian egg rolls and the lumpia? Actually, I have lumpia a few times in my life when I'm around the Filipino family. And I had the lumpia, not lumpia, I had the pancit canton thing. It's another version of their um, chow mein, stir fried chow mein. That was not too bad. But it's getting nice and brown. It's golden brown. I think this will be better. Because I have my rice paper pastry in the freezer too long and it didn't work too good, so I went to the American grocery store. And they do not have the regular Asian rice wrap pastry, but they have these wonton wrap or lumpia wrap. So that's why I'm doing this. But to get the Asian rice wrap, I have to drive 8-9 miles. That's a lot of driving to get stuff like this. At my other house, I'm close to one of the Filipino grocery store. So they have just about anything I need. Not everything, some of the stuff I need for cooking like this, and they do have large selections of rice wrap. So I refry this like a few minutes more to get the textures that I like and the crunchiness that I prefer. Earlier it was crunchy and outside, but the inside was still not quite right. So I'm going to cook this a little bit longer. It's still in the process. Welcome. You're welcome to comment and tell me if you how have you tried lumpia or Asian egg rolls, and which do you like most, or you like both? Do you have a good sweet and sour sauce? Which I do. I have sweet and sour sauce also, but today I make special dip for it. I make avocado dip, which is very nice for a very good dipping for this sort of food. It looks pretty good. I hope it's good. I sampled one earlier. It is delicious. It just I didn't get the right texture for it. To keep the bloodsucker away. At the other house, I use incense stick. Incense stick it had a very nice fragrance. This one right here is sage. And here, I don't remember what kind of wood in this he told me before, but I just don't remember. The smell. You know, it smells so good. Mosquito doesn't like smoke, so when I was in Thailand in refugee camp, Thailand used to be infested with mosquitoes, still does. When I went to Thailand, they have the mosquitoes smoke out the little coil, they burn it up, and allow you to be free of mosquito bite. And they use strong fan to keep the mosquito out because it's hot. So the fan help keeping cool and keep the mosquito out. And then I travel in that region. The American Disease Control. Hi. You're welcome to have some. You have your dinner already? Were you cooking dinner also? Were you cooking dinner also? Were you cooking dinner? No? You done eating? So they recommend all kind of vaccinations. So it cost me $700 to get all the vaccinations. They really recommended it, and they want more and more and more. I said, I'm done. They wanted hepatitis A, hepatitis B, yellow fever. What else? A few other vaccinations, which I'm not regretting. You know, I mean, I'd rather be safe than worry. So, oh, tennis shot. So if I were to get bitten by a mad dog, because in Thailand, Cambodia, their dogs are not contained. Their dogs are running wild. I mean, I'm even afraid just to get out of the house because so there are dogs everywhere. I mean, they don't chain them. They have no gate to keep them in. So, but then I think in a small village, I think the dog knew all the people who live in the village, so they don't bring harm to them or they don't bite them. You know. But then for me, I'm a visitor, so I am. Of course, I'm worried about that. You know, I'm worried about being bite. I think I touch this one, I'm gonna eat it. Okay, this is a lot better. It's crunchier. Well, but I would prefer the Asian wrap over this, for real. It's crunchy on the outside. Um, I let the oil drain that way. I think this is done.